I'm Dominique.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan and Nick. Tell me what you're thinking at the moment.
A bit of stuff about surveillance stuff, you know, the social media ban, and then the prior stuff that
What do you think?
that was talking about the vaccines and stuff. Yeah.
Do you think this surveillance ban is protecting you? This underage?
If anything, it just extends the age at which you get exposed to it. You know, if they were targeting the harmful content instead of just the age that which you're going to be able to get
What
exposed.
do you think is the harmful content?
Well, I feel like a lot of people nowadays are getting radicalized. You know, like there's a lot of like the cancel culture.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like military edits and stuff. Now, I'm all for military. I plan on joining it later in life, but it seems to be quite a bit of radicalization. You know.
Yeah, going one way.
Yeah, going one way.
And what way would you say that is?
It seems to be more lenient towards the side, you know, and
Towards
like,
what side?
towards joining side, towards supporting side.
Yeah.
And ever since this social media ban, I've been getting a whole lot of Labour ads. I've never once gotten a Liberal Party ad or any other party ad, but I get these Labour
Do
Party
you
ads.
lean towards Labour? Is that why do you think?
I mean,
Your
my
conversation-
family leans towards Labour, but there's flaws in everyone's policy, so I don't really pick sides. You know.
Do you think Albanese has done a good job?
No.
What would you say his main flaws have been?
Implementing policies that he doesn't know how to properly do. You know.
Like,
I mean, with the social media ban, they didn't have any idea of what was going to happen until like a month and a half out, you know.
do you think they still do? Because I'm not sure they still have a
don't think so.
policy or a way of implementing all of this.
Yeah, like all they've done is made it so that, the companies get fined if they don't make you verify your age. It's so easy to get around,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you know, I heard someone was talking about this the other day, and his mum was saying to him, look, you've got to comply, follow the rules. And while they were talking about it, he took a picture of a guy and then used his face to get into a social media app.
I mean, all I had to do was, put in my dad's age and ask if I could use his ID and upload that as a scan,
And that was it.
Yeah.
So how much money do you reckon they've spent on implementing this policy, and you've got round it in milliseconds?
Probably not a lot of money. I feel like they've made a lot of money off of it, though. Finding these social media, big tech, for not complying with it.
No. And what's your opinion, Ethan?
Well, I just think it's the internet. I think there are some harmful things on the internet, but I think we should be allowed to express ourselves on the internet. But I think where the protection comes from is the parents.
I was just about to ask you about that, Ethan. You took the words right out of my mouth.
It's your child, your responsibility.
Where does it stop? Where does the parenting from our government stop?
I don't know.
I mean, where are we going next with this? I mean, it's...
Whatever comes,
Yeah, and do we comply?
What other options do we have? We can protest, but, it's just...
Well, do you think peaceful protesting is a good thing?
If you want to protest, as long as you're not causing trouble, if you're not hurting people, if you're not causing violence or anything like that,
Yeah.
I think it's good. But,
So what do you think? Because after Bondi, right, they're now talking about gun laws. They're now talking about hate speech. And they're now talking about actually stopping protesting. How do you think? Do you think that's going to solve the problem of terrorism?
I don't think it will, no, because obviously big rallies and riots and protests and all that stuff can be kind of bait for terrorism because it's large masses amounts of people with not extremist opinions, but opinions that are usually, because it's a protest, there's two opposing sides,
Yeah.
so it's fuel for debate and spark and violence and stuff like that. But yeah,
But I mean, do you think it's important to protect our freedom to protest?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's our right. We have the right. We're humans. I don't see why that can be allowed to be taken away from us.
Yeah. Do you mind me asking how old you are?
I'm 16.
You're 16. And how do you feel the world's changed in your 16 years?
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Ever since the kind of COVID era, I feel there's just been a shift in things.
How did COVID affect you as a young person?
Well, obviously, it affected how much time I was allowed outside. I was inside for a lot of those years.
Did that psychologically scar you?
Not scar me, I would say, but more. I mean, you feel a bit cabin fevered, but I don't think it's made too much of a change. perhaps, but yeah, there's definitely some sort of difference from pre-COVID to now, especially after COVID.
Do you think it was overkill how they handled COVID?
Yeah, I think it was a bit overkill. I mean, my family went over for a bit of a holiday over to Melbourne, and we got there, and within 6 hours they shut the borders, and they didn't open them for months and months. So we were stuck there. So I was in the middle of year 5 at the time, you know, just finished term 1 in year 5, and because I wasn't enrolled in school in Victoria, you know, I missed out on the entirety of year 5. You know, going on to year 6 because of these, you know, massive things, I was at such a disadvantage. I really struggled to catch up all the way up till about year 8. You know.
Was it Sweden or Switzerland? My memory is not great, but they didn't lock down. They just went on as normal, but said to people, "Look, you're sick, just stay home, do the right thing."
Yeah.
And they didn't really have too many issues.
Yeah, I'm not sure what country it was. I don't.
It's either Sweden or Switzerland, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a great auntie who lives in Sweden. And she never got sick. None of her friends ever got sick. You know, if anything, COVID just strengthened their bonds.
So, do you believe in herd immunity?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you. I do as well. I didn't take the vaccine.
Cycle back to the terrorism thing. I
Yeah,
have something to say about that.
I
feel like the only way to stop terrorism is to stop the romanticism of war.
Yeah.
It's a very romanticized topic at the moment, you know. Like it's
What do you think is spurring that hate?
I think people really, because of cancel culture, people really struggle to see these sides to other people's opinions. So they're just like, nah, they're wrong. There has to be a definitive way. And then it spirals to people who take it to the extreme and get these, you know, extremist behaviors.
Do you think we've lost the ability to debate?
Yes.
Calmly,
Yeah.
even if we disagree?
Yeah, definitely.
I totally agree. I mean, I see it in a family over Christmas that I happened to mention politics on New Year's Day and it didn't go down too well. And I got completely cancelled and labelled as a far-right extremist. And I didn't feel that was fair. I just wanted to talk,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I just was asking some questions and then got completely shut down. Is that how you feel when you have a debate with your friends, maybe, and you disagree?
I mean, not really, because, you know, we all keep it really friendly. We all listen to each other's sides. We've all got different opinions and we respect that. But when it comes to other people, you know, especially people who grew up completely on cancel culture, like, you know, millennials and older Gen Zs, where it's like been around their whole surrounding, you know, they really lose the ability to debate and struggle to get the opinions from us young people because they're too busy trying to prove us wrong as to getting two different sides.
Do you think school or universities have played a role in this? Do you think they've been pushing us to one side?
Definitely. I see a lot of university students online, you know, going on about their different, you know, sides. Most of it leans towards, I guess, the political left or the political right, either. I feel like it all depends on the schools because I feel like they get some sort of government funding from some branch, some sort of lobbying, and it, you know, causes them to promote these things as opposed to other things, yeah.
They're getting actual funding for pushing these ideals.
I mean, it happens, you know, almost everywhere. I mean, like on the social media platforms, they get funded to push certain things and pull certain things. I mean, it's all around us on the news, you know, everywhere.
Do you believe the news? Do you believe mainstream media, what they're telling us?
I believe what they tell us if it's like relevant news, like something's happened, like there's been a fire, someone's had a horrible accident. But when it comes to politics and war, I tend not to listen to it. I tend to like to take it from the source. So if I wanted news about the Russia-Ukraine thing, which has been completely sidelined from this Israel-Palestine conflict, I'll get it from the I get it from the source, you know.
And what would that be? What was the source?
There's this guy on YouTube, really great guy. He's called Civdiv. Civdiv, yeah. He fights for the Ukrainian side and he documents it all and he shares his side. And then, you know, you get the Russian outlets that go into Belarus and chains of other countries. You know, almost like a money laundering ring, but for news. You know, getting them out.
Well, that's interesting that you're diving a bit deeper into like where you're getting your news from. I like that. That's really good because personally I don't trust mainstream media anymore. You know, but it's been really lovely talking to you guys. And you've got some great ideas. Yeah, thank you. Cheers. You too. Bye.